What's up, guys, and welcome back to I Am Torey Podcast, man. Listen, episode one was just an intro, and I'm grateful to share that with friends, and friends share with others, and they gave me a lot of feedback on my first ever episode. So I do appreciate you guys for giving me the proper feedback, the proper tips. And if you also know someone that actually has a podcast that wants to reach out to me and give me some advice, I would greatly appreciate that. You know, uh, again, thank you to all my peers. Thank you to everybody, family, uh, for listening to my podcast and staying tuned. So I appreciate you guys. So I'm gonna bring you to episode 2. Again, this is an audio podcast. I Am Torey Podcast. Welcome back. It is a beautiful Sunday. I did say I was gonna get you guys. Podcast is put out on Sunday and Thursday, so that's my goal and that's what I want to do. So I'm gonna continue to do that for you guys, and for the most part, again, it's gonna be audio podcast until I can get some good camera equipment. And when I invite guests over, you definitely want to see those guests and hear those guests. So we'll continue to do this for now. So bear with me, guys. We'll continue to get better. And, I'm going to take those tips that I learned from friends, or the helpful advice that I learned from them, and move forward with this. So in today's podcast, I definitely want to touch on a couple of subjects. And number one would be about men, black men, all sorts of men, I want to say, just in general. I'm a black man, as you know, and there's a lot of things that I want to talk about. And again, we'll definitely have a part 2 and have other black men also and other men, I should say, on the podcast as well, to talk about, certain topics. And a lot of my content will be, based on various things. So, you guys can sit back and relax and enjoy and listen, to, what we have to talk about. And if you have anything that you want to talk about or touch on, that's coming up, that you have on your mind, leave it in the comments down below. If you're a friend, you want to send me a text and let me know. Family, send me a text, call me, and just let me know what y'all want to talk about. As we go forward in podcasting. So let's hop into the first subject. Me personally, as a man, I want to say, are men getting weaker? Topic of the podcast. Are men getting weaker as the years go on? Are men not as masculine as they once were? Are men not as alpha as they once were? So that's something that I want to touch on, because I see a lot of things that happen in the news, and a lot of things that go on in relationships and things like that. You see men, taking out women. You see men, not holding their standard to what they're supposed to do. And we make those comments of, yeah, a man's supposed to provide, a man's supposed to, be the backbone and the structure of the entire family, which they're supposed to be. But again, certain men can't hold that standard. Some men can't hold the power of holding the world on top of their hands. So it's like, can you be that man for your family? Can you be that guy for your friend? Can you be that husband for your wife? You can't go off and say, yeah, I'm gonna do this here, and then the next moment you're like, oh no, I can't do it no more. So now you're not holding your promise. Now you're not holding your efforts to what you was doing before. So now I'm like, okay, well, now I'm losing a little confidence in you now, because you're not holding your weight. So it was an article I was reading about a 19-year-old girl. She was dating a guy who was a janitor. Don't know exactly the whole specifics on it, but she was murdered by him. And I'm guessing he was obsessed with her. She was a very beautiful woman, and I believe she was a college student as well, and lived in this apartment. And I guess they were just messing around, And, I guess one day he decided to kill her. For what reason, we don't know, because he killed himself. And in the article, it says that he went into the apartment after he like killed her and like ditched her body or whatever like that with the girl's family to like, oh God, what happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, what really went down? So he act like nothing happened. And that kind of like, I was like, man, that's like some Michael Myers type of stuff, where you just kill somebody and it's like, oh, you just go up in there and ain't nothing happened. That's some real psycho stuff. But you see, like, you put your trust in these people because, he's the janitor, you want him to be a boyfriend, whatever like that, and turns around and kills you. It's another situation where I knew a friend back in high school. I haven't looked into it since the day she was killed, but apparently, she was talking to this guy. I believe he was married already, and I believe he showed up at like maybe 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, banging on her door, trying to get in. He got in. He was able to kidnap her, and I believe she tried to escape the car, and she took off running, and he went behind her, and he shot her in the head. And he did all this, taking her from her child. She had a son. So, and it's crazy because it's like, when you know someone that's like murdered like that, it's like it's hard to swallow. And you look at things differently. Like, what was that relationship like? Like, what caused him to click? Like, what caused him to be that person? You know what I'm saying? Like, what causes a man to turn on a woman and decide to kill her? I don't know. I don't understand that. I was like my mother. I think my grandmother. I think my auntie, for raising me to be a good man. To not put my hands on a woman for any reasons. Like, we could be in a dead argument. I would never put my hands on a woman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even if like, okay, you coming at me with like a butcher knife or something, I'm gonna take off running. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't trying to die for no butcher knife. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. But it's like, okay, and I'm gonna seize myself from that situation, and some men is like, something else I was reading where a guy was like, his girlfriend threatened to kill him. So he decided to kill her first. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, are men becoming weaker than what they used to be? Now, I know this has happened before in the past where a man has killed a woman before, a man has beaten a woman. Like, we know the story of Tina Turner. We know that Ike was beating on her, ferociously. We saw the movie. If you haven't saw the movie, you might be younger. You want to go watch the movie, go ahead and watch the movie. I'm pretty sure it's on all movie platforms if you want to watch it. And we know the story behind that. We know that I was watching a video a couple of days ago. This man is beating up his girlfriend for what reason? And it's on camera. Like, we don't know what the woman did to cause this man to beat her up, but still at the end of the day, like, you're a grown man, like, you're a man, so your punches are stronger than hers, regardless if she if she a boxer, regardless if she's a MMA fighter, it doesn't matter. You're still a man, and you're still more stronger than this woman. You have more, muscle mass. You have, more power behind your punches or behind your slaps, and it's like, what's causing you to click out, and to beat on this woman like this? Like, I don't know if it's a control thing, because they have some men out there that are very controlling. They have men that say, hey, look, this is how it's gonna go. Is this way the highway? Like, if you ever cheat on me, I'm gonna kill you. Stuff like that. And men are, so they say the source of, cheating. The men are the source of, doing some dog things, So, and we've known this is not something new, It's like, how do you expect for your woman to be 100% clarified? How do you expect your woman to be 100% pure? And you out here, messing with, you know, Jill, Maya, and Brittany. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want her to do nothing. You want to just her to be straight holy, straight for you. So you come home, you do you, and you out here doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? Your woman keeping it 100. I'm not trying to get on a man's tail, but I'm just trying to let you know this is what this topic is about. You make yourself, you know, you want to think like, yo, am I really out here doing this? Because we've done it. We've all done it. We've all had conversations with other women besides our own. And it happens and we get caught. You know, whether we decide to stop or whether we be like, I'm going to continue. Because once you continue, you know, you're going to continue to have the same after effects. Your girl going to want to beat you up. Your girl going to want to put her hands on you. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what you done. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people could get fed up with going through the same thing. And trust me, I know. So, you know, when you're in that boat and you're sinking and you ain't got no paddle and you're in the middle of the ocean and you calling for help and can't nobody hear you, then you get what I'm saying. You know, that's a scary moment. So, are men becoming weaker is the topic of the podcast. You know, are men becoming weaker? And we know it could be yes. It could be a yes. Like I said, we're going to have a part 2 to this. And I'm going to bring on some other guys to talk about this. And we'll sit down and have a conversation about it. And, you know, get their thoughts on it and everything like that. So, again, you know, you can't expect more from someone when you're not doing more. You know, you can't expect to be at the top of your game when, you know, somebody else to be at the top of your game when you're not at the top of the game. You know what I'm saying? So you got to come with your A game, not your B game. Because you come with your B game, somebody going to outwork you. You know, as a man, you want to always go into every day with a mindset of it's a challenge. You know, as a black man, I wake up every day. I say my prayers before I go out the door. And I'm like, you know, God, today is a new day. You know, it's a new opportunity. What can you bless me with? Or how can I be blessed? Or how can I bless someone else? Because we know that we got people in the world that can stand at the corner, hold up a sign that says, you know, anything helps. You know, I need $1, such and such. You know, I was going to get some donuts. And they had a guy standing outside the donut shop and was like, yo, man, look, I need $1. You know, I need some change to make $1. That's what he said. I need some change to make $1 so that, you know, I can go by, you know. And I'm like, all right, cool. You know, stay right here. I got you. When I got my donuts, got my change. So I gave him like 20 cents out of what I spent up in there. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe I had, I want to say $5, I want to say. And my donuts was like 4. And they gave me back some little change. So I gave him 20 cents. Or 25 cents, I should say. And he had the look on his face like, damn, you really gave me 25 cents. Like, I asked this nigga for $1. He gave me 25 cents. But at the end of the day, bro, you said that you wanted to make $1. I can't give you that whole $1. I got to give you some of that $1. I'm going to give you these 25 cents. So hopefully you could catch somebody else coming in and out of here that could give you $0.25. And by the end of that, you know, you'll have your $1 to go do what you want to do with your $1. You know what I'm saying? So it all makes sense when we say, you know, are men like weaker? Are they not in the right position? Some men are, some men aren't. Like you can beg me for $1 all day, but are you really trying to make this $1 by begging me? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know what my pockets is. You don't know, you know, just because I'm going to here get donuts don't mean I got money. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I can give you these 25 cents and you can go ahead on about your business. You know what I'm saying? You could be upset. You know, you looked really upset when I gave it to him. And it's like, you know, I can't tell you what to do because you look much older than I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you should know how to make money if you hustling like that. You know what I'm saying? Begging people for their hard-earned money. You know, and we can't call them bums. We can't call them homeless, whatever, like, because I don't know his situation. So I would never call a man on the street that's asking for money a bum. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if I had applications, I would probably hand you an application and help you fill it out if you really need you a job. You know what I'm saying? If it really makes sense. So, you know, if you want to be that alpha guy, if you want to be that alpha male, you got to be able to have your bread right. You can't be out here riding around in your girl car, your mama car, people thinking it's your car, and you ain't got no job, and you out here living off your mama, you out here living off your girl, whatever you doing, and you not out here getting no money. You know what I'm saying? That's a weak mindset, and you destroying what you making. Now some people are okay with that. I'm not saying that that's not okay. If you okay with riding around in your girl car, if you okay with riding around in your mama van, calling people to ask you to get a ride. Now some people aren't able, and that's okay. But you able, and you able, you need to get off your tail and go handle your business. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, when your girl gets tired of you driving her car, because you ain't putting no gas in there, and your mama gets tired of her tired of you driving that van, and you ain't putting no gas in there, then you gonna have to figure out how to get you a ride. Because gas ain't cheap. Last time I checked, gas was $4 a gallon. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got your electric car, you hit different. But I ain't got no electric car. Some people I know ain't got no electric cars. You know what I'm saying? If you drive an electric car watching this, please leave a comment below on what y'all prices is, because I don't know. Educate me on that. But for the most part, if you know you're a so-called alpha male, if you're a guy that can get the job done, you can give the advice to other men on how things should work. I'm not gonna say, we can't do this together, because I know we can do this together. We're men. We can make everything work. But you got to be there for your girl, as your wife, I should say. Your mom. If she needs something from you, you might need to do something for your little brother. Your big brother. You never know. People come in different type of ways. You got to be available to handle your business when your number is called. When coach say, "Hey, I need you in the game," your number call. When they call LeBron James and be like, "Bron, I need you to come in the game." All right, I know what I need to do. I need to get some assists. I need to get some points, and I need to get everything that I need to get it done. You know what I'm saying? To win this game. You know what I'm saying? They call Kobe in the game. Kobe, what we doing? You know what Kobe doing. Kobe gonna take over. You know what I'm saying? MJ, you know what he doing. When they call Giannis in the game, you know what he gonna take over, because he's the masked man. He's the man of the team. He the face of the franchise. So, as a man, you want to be the face of your franchise that you got building right now. You know what I'm saying? You don't want your girl to be like, "Yeah, he out here cheating. He ain't nothing. He a dog. You know what I'm saying? I can't trust him. Such and such." I know what it feels like. You know what I'm saying? If you're listening to this and you know what it feels like, go ahead and just shake your head. Go ahead and just shake your head. Because again, like I said before, you could be out here, you know what I'm saying, texting such and such, whatever. And if your girl, you get mad if you look through your girl phone. Now, that's another thing I heard a couple of days ago that was brought to my attention, that some men look through their women's phone. Some men got to know the password to their woman's phone. Some men got to know the email address and the password. Why do you need to do all that? It's my question. If you're that guy that's listening, why do you need your girlfriend's email address? Why do you know what I'm saying, to look at her emails? Why do you need your girlfriend passcode to look at her phone? Because that right there, that's giving me an indication that, okay, well, I see what you're trying to do, because you're doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying? If you wasn't out here, messing with such and such them, if you wasn't out here messing with them, you wouldn't have to worry about what's in my phone. You know what I'm saying? That's women. Now, women do go through men's phones, but we're not talking about women right now. Okay? Now, if your girl go through your phone and she see that you still texting your ex, or if you texting this little shawty that you work with, or whatever like that, and it's not work related, or you still texting your ex about how you missed this and how you still do this, You know what I'm saying? When you got a girl that you laying next to, or you got a girl that, that's your woman, that's your wife, or whatever like that, then, of course she's gonna react a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Of course she gonna, you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean. She gonna go crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, well, you caused me to do this, so now I gotta put my hands on. If a woman would do that, right? We're not talking about women, but we gonna get some women on the show and talk about a lot of other things as well. Is it too late to change your ways? As a man, it's not. It's never too late to change. It's never too late to say, hey, I can't talk to you no more. Goodbye. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. But you wanna have the mindset of, hey, look, I'm an alpha male. I'm the face of this franchise, so I'm the face of this relationship. So I gotta make it work. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you don't expect your girl to go out, but you can go out all day. That's something I never understood. Like, your girl gonna be at home, or your wife could be at home watching your kids. You know what I'm saying? And you out here partying with your partners. Or you out here in the streets doing whatever. And your girl at home. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep that thought. I was taught that the thoughts in the back of your mind should always come to the front. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't keep it if you keep it in the back, it's gonna stay back there. You're gonna have a dream about it. You know what I'm saying? And dreams do come true. Some of them don't. But however, you wanna make sure that you always on your game, 24/7, 365, no matter what you do. Because as a man, as a black man, for me, I gotta have everything gotta be set in stone. I got dreadlocks. You know what I'm saying? I work in the medical field. I got tattoos on my arm, things like that. I want to go to work as professional as possible, so I don't offend nobody. You get if you know what I'm saying. I want to keep it 100% professional. Yeah, I'm gonna wear my dreads down. You know what I'm saying? Appropriately. I'm not gonna show my tattoos, even though I don't have any gang-related tattoos. But some people don't think so. I was pulled in one time when I first started. My dreads and my tattoos. It was like what and what. I started them at the same time. And my supervisor, who was black woman, she said, listen, you got these tattoos on your arm. You got to keep them covered. This is when I first started. This was like 6 years ago when I first started. And she was like, you wanna cover your tattoos up. You want to make sure you come to work professional, because some people might think, even though you have Jesus on your arm and an angel on your arm, they don't know what that means. Some people don't know what that means. So you want to have them covered just in case, somebody takes offense to that. You know what I'm saying? Because you are a black man. Regardless of your hair, regardless of how tall you are, whatever, people look at it like, oh, what's that? What does that mean? You know what I'm saying? And some people take offense to that. So any job you go in, you want to continue to be professional. Your relationship, you want to continue to be faithful. You want to continue to be honest. And again, we're going to bring on people and talk about relationships. We're going to talk about certain things that go on and whatever like that. So don't want to touch on that too much. But, as a man, going forward, take away the things that, shouldn't exist. You know what I'm saying? Because you can still be, doing your thing behind closed doors, trying to be whatever. But at the end of the day, you still guilty because you're hurting yourself. You know what I'm saying? You pulling yourself down. So you want to take away everything that you done. You know what I'm saying? Put yourself in a better position to go forward. Like I said, I got this book that's Becoming a Better Him. I'm gonna leave it in the description below, so you guys can click on that. It's not too late. It's April. It's not too late. The end of the year isn't here yet. We're in April. It's the 4th month. So you still got time before December to change the way you do things. It's never too late to change. You can change at any moment. Anything can change your life at any moment. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a sickness, whether it's a new job, whatever opportunity comes your way, you can definitely change your life, and go on a straighter path instead of taking, the side road. Because you could be on a straight path, but you're still looking over here in the corner. You're supposed to be looking straight ahead. They tell you that when you're driving, no texting while you're driving. There's that one look down at your phone, you could be in the back of somebody's car without a problem. easily in the back of somebody's car if you're not paying attention. So, again, we're gonna bring some men on here. We're gonna have a part 2 of this. Not sure when, but we definitely gonna have a part 2 of this, and we want to continue to be better. Everybody, whoever's listening to this podcast, you want to be better than what you were the day before. All right, be more honest, be more open, and just be better overall. Just be better overall. So, again, leave your comments down below what you think about our men getting weaker, and tell me what you think. Tell me what you think, how you felt about the podcast. If you want to be a special guest on here one day and have a good topic, we can talk about it. Have a lot of questions, everything lined up, get everything in the right spot, right spot in the right place. I just want to touch on the fact that I was watching a video earlier this week, and it was about how Sierra got with Russell Wilson after leaving Future. And I think that at the end of the day, Sierra made the right choice for her. The guys who on the podcast calling Russell Wilson a square and things like that, and how Sierra is with him because of his money, or more money than Future. And again, if Sierra wanted to be with another guy like Future, she would have got with another guy like Future. But she decided to be with Russell Wilson. And I don't understand how, people can sit up here and, downgrade her for saying, oh yeah, Russell's a square, Future, he's such and such, whatever. But it's like, she put herself in better shoes. She got with an alpha male, you know what I'm saying? Like, Russell gonna take care of her regardless. We don't know if Future was taking care of her now. Well, apparently he wasn't, because she not with him. You know what I'm saying? And Russ is one of my favorite football players. Future is one of my favorite artists. So I have nothing against both of those guys. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, at the end of the day, man, Sierra made the right decision for herself. A lot of these women are leaving these artists because they're making a better decision for themselves. These men don't hold the standard in the industry like they're supposed to. So it's like, yeah, I'm going to leave you alone because you ain't doing you. You know what I'm saying? You out here doing other people instead of doing me. You know what I'm saying? So I can't be with you because you not treat me the right way. Plain and simple. So I don't think that Russ is a square. I just think that he's the definition of a real man. He's the definition of a man that, hey, I'm going to keep my promise. I said I'm going to handle that. I'm going to handle that. We don't know what Future and Sierra went through. We know they had a kid together. And so does Russ and Sierra have 2-3 kids together. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, apparently she's happy. Apparently she's in the right mind space. To get with somebody that, hey, look, I'm going to make sure you're good. I'm going to take care. I'm going to make sure that you are the queen that you're supposed to be. As a man, you're supposed to treat your woman like a queen, regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got the right one, keep the right one. You know what I'm saying? She cook clean, smell like onion rings, like your boy Webby say, then you handle your business with that. You do what you got to do to make yourself available to your woman, to your mom, to anybody that you are responsible for. Your kids, definitely your kids. Because if you're a dad that don't take care of your kids, and you got kids out there that, for different women that that you're not taking care of, and you want child support, you're not doing your job, there's a place for you. You know what I'm saying? We know what type of man you is. So again, at the end of the day, you want to always be there for your family, be there for people that really need you as a man, So I think I'm going to come to the end of the podcast. Listen, guys, I appreciate y'all for listening to me. Definitely going to get y'all another podcast during the week so that y'all can tune into. Definitely keep y'all into, better topics today as well. So, again, man, I appreciate you guys for listening. Stay tuned to I Am Torey Podcast. This is Torey speaking, man. Y'all have a great day and stay blessed.